In the darkness between the slabs of the old cemeteries of the East Coast, an unseen time flows, intertwining with the dreams and fears of the local inhabitants. The legend of the Headless Horseman is embroidered on the fabric of time, invoking eerie shivers and kaleidoscopic visions of the darkest nightmares. Like any other story, this one has its beginning. It was born amidst the dense sea of maple branches, where every whisper of the wind transforms into a mysterious silent voice. In the town of Sleepy Hollow, the night's shadow takes on a special resonance. Here, amid the echoes of the past, old legends live, seeming alive, as if gathering for an evening ball in the darkest night. And it is in this town that one of the most famous stories of the mysterious Headless Horseman unfolds. Ichabod Crane, a young and refined teacher, walked the streets of Sleepy Hollow, dedicated to his mission of education and spreading knowledge. But on a quiet night, when the moon dances with its rainbow of light, he became witness to a mysterious encounter. Among the sounds of the nocturnal forest, Ichabod heard the hoofbeats echoing from the ground like sea foam bouncing off rocky shores. With every step into the darkness, his heart beat faster, as if trying to fill his soul with fear. And then, amid the flickering forest shadows, he saw her, the Headless Horseman. The embodiment of an old myth took on a living face before his eyes. The hoofed horse with red eyes seemed to glow in the darkness, and on its back sat a figure taller than a human, headless and enigmatic. Panic embraced Ichabod, but his legs were heavy, as if torn from their wooded roots. Each step brought him closer to the mysterious traveler, but he couldn't escape. For at that moment, when his heart screamed with fear, his mind knew that this was no ordinary encounter. It was a meeting with fear itself, and he vanished. Ichabod Crane vanished into the darkness, like a shadow dissipating in the misty night distance, leaving behind only the wind and the lament of the horses. Since then, Ichabod Crane became just another character in the book of local legends. His disappearance became intertwined with mystique and mystery, as if becoming one of the many strings in the gymnastics of Sleepy Hollow's history. But the legend of the Headless Horseman continued to live on. With the rustling of leaves and the mysterious hoofbeats, it subdued hearts and imagination, leaving only the rays of moonlight in the gray night darkness. And though time flows and human stories disappear into the whirlpool of time, the legend of the Headless Horseman will remain, reminding everyone that darkness holds its own secrets, and the forests of the East Coast have their own stories waiting for those who are ready to listen. Subscribe and like. More interesting stories and legends await you.